Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and mice, hamsters of all ages. Happy April 1st, 2020. Welcome to this dumpster fire of a year. I'm going to be your dungeon master tonight, Jordan, with a silent PH in the middle, and we're going to play a game called Rod of Seven Parts. Our friends have found two of the seven parts, they think. Where are the rest? Woo! LB, who are you playing?
You're so weird. Hi, I'm LB Hackmup. I'm playing Siren, the tiefling rogue fighter.
Oh, fantastic. And Lex, who are you playing?
I'm Lex. I'm playing Shifter, the illusionist wizard.
Oh man, that's a really good race. Kind of cut. Never mind. And Brenna, who are you playing?
I am playing Rakiri, the Aarakocra warlock.
Oh, fantastic. And last but certainly not least, our favorite Jedi in the house, Ted, who are you playing? What's going on?
Well, I am Ted. I'm playing Lagwin, and Jordan already told you what I am, so there you go. But not really a Jedi, but also, yes, definitely.
And if any of you are watching the stream and you're confused, it's on the stream what everyone's playing.
Yeah, that's also true.
You can never really be lost. Do we have any sponsors or anything we need to talk about before we get going?
We do. The last one of the month right here is this good old Hero Forge with these cool... I forgot to send you a thing, LB, because I'm dumb. Anyway, Hero Forge, they release cool new stuff for their custom mini maker every Tuesday. They call it Treasure Tuesday. Yesterday was all sorts of gladiatorial things like spears and swords and, circular kind of shields and stuff. So very cool stuff. Thank you, Hero Forge.
Oh, thank you very much, Hero Forge.
Thanks.
Thanks. Last week on a very special Rod of Seven Parts, our party fought an aboleth that was in the Underdark. It was super creepy and slimy, and there was like a weird cocoon and a drow mage that was maybe mind controlled or something. He drank a big potion and ran off. Nobody really knows what's going on. They grabbed some magic items, which was really fun. And as they left, they talked really loudly, kind of sat around and waited for a spider-looking demon that had the head of a wolf come after them. But they were quick to turn that around on their so-called dungeon master and casted slow on him. Yeah, casted isn't a word. You cast slow. So they cast slow on him. And then they ran out of the tunnel and the guy was like, well, and he was not fast enough to get them. As they left, they ran into a half-elf lady named Arquestra. And she gave them way too much information, but that is the module. That is not necessarily Jordan's bad DMing. But she did give them a lot of information. And they took that information and decided to go to Neverwinter and perhaps go south because there's things. There's Waterdeep to go to, Baldur's Gate, Candle's Keep, and a mysterious pole from the new black rod that they're holding that may take them to another treasure that they are seeking. Maybe we don't really know what's going on. And kittens. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present LB Hackemup and Kat. You guys arrive in Neverwinter. You have found a place to sleep, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
where did we stop?
We did a bath. That was the thing.
We did a bath, yes.
Yeah.
So you all got a nice full night's rest. It's now morning. The abyssal chickens are squawking. And what do you want to do? What every dungeon master loves to say.
We're gonna go to Neverwinter or to Waterdeep. Yeah.
Going to Waterdeep?
Yeah, and we had horses still rented, I think, for a while.
I believe you have some horses. Yep. Our good friend Shifter has a fly that he can ride.
He does.
And Brenna can fly.
I have wings.
Yeah,
there's
she's
also
got wings.
that.
So.
I like how it's like Shifter, the character that Lex plays, has a creature that can fly. Brenna, the person, can just fly. So
yeah. Well, Brenna's had some Red Bulls and she gets wings. So.
Oh God, never.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Please
Not sponsored.
sponsor.
Not sponsored.
I need more.
Is there anything you guys would like to do in Neverwinter, or was this just get a quick night's sleep and head to Waterdeep?
Well, we all have more money now, right? Because we got money from the cocoon, so I don't know if that changes I think the only thing we really sussed out was magic never missing arrows. But
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
Like
any...
I would pay for those.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know.
Also, are we still like wanted?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Your DM's not good. Case
You're
in point, I would like to
great.
present the evidence of the gnome had a ring of mind shielding, but was still being. He just
My
wasn't
goodness.
He
wearing
was
it.
unattuned.
So
Yeah.
he was unattuned. That's thank you. Anyway, yes. I don't think they got like. We'll say you've seen a couple of like do you have information on these people? And they're like crude, like Lex, you're just like a scribbled out thing. Nobody knows what you look like. And Lagwin, they've given you like a mustache. And you're just like, I'm an elf. I don't have a mustache. Like, what's going on? You're like, but I do look darn handsome with a mustache.
thinking about some magic plans for the
Rikiri,
future.
you've got like an owl head because they just didn't know which kind of bird was. They're just really confused. But yeah, for the most part, you probably don't want to linger. But I don't know. You guys had contacts here and stuff and people, and I didn't know if you wanted to do something. So.
Have I heard anything about? How's my volume? Am I okay?
Yes, it's much
Okay.
better.
Have I heard or seen any other Zents in the city?
In the city,
Just the ones do I know of any other safe or like places where they'd be hanging out that I could check in on?
I mean, yeah, Neverwinter's a big city. So if you want to try and check on them, and for, I guess, well, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, what are you thinking?
I just want to inform them what's going on.
Okay, yeah,
what
definitely.
happened. Okay.
So you can find, and for, we'll just say that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you find like a bar and there's always like the group playing darts in the corner and you throw your darts a certain way and they're like, oh, she's a Zent. And so you talk to them and stuff. And you can relay what information are you relaying?
She's going to let them know that the bar was compromised, that they, what's his name? At the cracked cask,
the dwarf guy, yeah,
Arthung, yeah, and that it has been cleansed, so there's no trace of Zents there. But just to let them know that happened, keep an eye out on things. I'm going to go back and report to the heads of the Zents that what's going on, and they'll relay further instructions.
Okay, I like it. The rest of you?
I need to study with Lagwin.
Yeah, we have study dates. So we have spells.
You had a whole week.
Yeah.
A whole week.
Oh, geez, we should plan that.
We should have.
But yeah,
we're actively streaming right now. Like you bring I will turn the stream right around.
All right, so here are our selling points. The DM is bad, the players are bad.
Please watch the show.
Please watch the show.
Look great,
Sponsor
though.
us.
Okay,
Yeah,
the girls look great.
They do.
The girls look really good. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we copy some spells.
Okay.
And I have it written down. It's in Discord. Listen, it's where I'm gonna find it. Okay.
So that happens.
Yeah. Tonight's
Lightning
episode
Bolt and
brought to
Shadow
you
Blade. That's what I
by
get from you, Ted.
Gotcha.
Lightning Bolt and Shadow Blade.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh, and I'm gonna talk with Siren's gone doing stuff, so I'll probably talk with Rikiri and Lagwin and just be like, okay, so we're heading to Waterdeep next. I finally pulled up a map of the Sword Coast to know what the region looks like. We're heading to Waterdeep next, and then to Baldur's Gate to investigate some demonic goings on, and then we're going to Candlekeep eventually, right? Because that's where the elf wanted.
That's the plan. Right. That is where the soul of the supporter is.
Yes. That's really all the information we have. So, it takes us through 2 major cities, and that kind of works out all right, because if anything's going to happen like it happened in this city, well, it seems like it's following us. At least I have a feeling. Well, it's following the
difficult to
rod
say.
fragments, I should say, and we have 2.
Oh, at the beginning of the day, I cast Nistral's magic aura on both pieces. So I cast it
Okay.
twice.
All right.
Use all
Is
those
that a
spell
ritual?
slots. No, I'm using 2
Okay.
spell slots.
All right.
That's just 8 hours or 24 hours. What's the duration?
24 hours.
24. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Jordan, do you want me to roll for it again?
Oh, I did have you do that. Let me look up the rule I made for that.
Very good.
Gordon, you had
What
all
did-
week to do it.
Nice.
It all comes back. It all comes back. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I wrote it down. What did I have you roll? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure you had me roll an Arcana, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
like what the DC was because you never told me that.
Yeah, I did. I would never tell you that. So that makes sense. Really good show. Yes, roll 2 Arcana checks, 1 for each rod.
Hey, Lagwin.
Yeah.
I may be a master magician, but I could still use a hand stealthing these items. If you would like to assist me in Arcana, because I assume you're trained in it.
I'm not actually.
Oh, Rakiri, are you trained in Arcana?
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Would you give me a hand?
I'm
or
the
a
more
wing?
martial wizard here, so
Or a wing. Classic shifter.
it's great show,
So
folks.
it's just a straight Arcana check.
Well, no, you'll assist Lex and give him advantage, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's cool with Jordan, I would like to.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Okay. All right. So for the first one, it is going to be a total of 22.
Ooh, yeah.
For the second one, it will be a total of 15.
Okay. All right. All right. They feel concealed.
Well,
Point match shifter. What do you guys want to do next?
I mean, I don't really know what needs to be done aside from waiting for Siren to turn, and then we'll head south, I suppose.
We did receive quite a lot of gold.
You can also spend gold
Perhaps-
in Waterdeep too. Just throwing that out there. Not pushing it, but
It's good in both places? Or...
What
it
is
works
this?
both places.
I don't.
Man, I should invest in it. It sounds like a pretty good thing.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna, I'll be swapping out spells for travel like I would at the start of any other day, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. I'll probably like maybe fly outside and find like a high tree branch just to perch on and enjoy being outside for a while after being below ground.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You find a great branch. It's wonderful.
Yeah, so just like preening and sunning and stuff.
Mhm. That's cool.
Bird stuff.
Bird stuff.
Then you guys leave, I assume. I also will remind you that there was a in between Neverwinter and Waterdeep was the severed arm that was
Oh,
along
that's
the
right.
road. So that is
Mm.
something you guys could investigate for, which probably means you're not going at like full pace if you want to do that.
Yeah, we should probably check that out.
Yeah, I would agree. That makes sense. Keep an eye out for it, but I don't know if we're going to be. If we see it or we see an idea of where it is, are we going to stop where we are and head over to it? I don't know if it's right along the road or somewhere off the road. I don't think we had that information.
I believe
don't
he said it was
remember.
on the road.
Oh, well, it might not be there anyway. Then it's just a severed arm on the road. Animals might have eaten it.
That's true.
Well, we can always look for it, and if we don't find it, then that's that.
Agreed.
All right, you guys.
Onward.
Oh,
Oh wait.
who's riding a horse? Lagwin and Siren. Siren, what's your horse's name?
My horse's name is Kronk.
Oh, okay.
I named it after my
and
godfather.
And Lagwin, you had a name, didn't you?
Yes, Red Hot Philly Pepper is my horse.
Yes. Okay.
no.
And they walk up to you, Shifter, and they're like, "Here's Dustin Hoofman. Would you like this horse, or are you planning on flying again, Mr. Shifter?"
You spent all week or the past 5 minutes thinking of horse names. That's what it comes down to.
I did not waste my week. Prep. It was wonderful. But I'll send a screenshot of my Dustin or DM prep, like horse names. Dustin Hoofman, too far? ?
It's just like a 1D100 list, and that's the entire note for the session.
So good. So good. I need dice.
Great DM, folks. Great DM.
But Shifter
Look, times are hard right now. We're all struggling.
Got it. I'm ready.
Shifter's gonna be like, I certainly don't need a horse. Thank you.
All right. And you ride. You guys ride down along the coast of, some of you fly, along the coast of the Sword Coast, out of Neverwinter towards Waterdeep, which takes you past the Mere of Dead Men. A great battle took place here at some point. And if you look closely, there are still weird skeletal bodies kind of below the boggy area. And along your way, you're all going to roll perception because you're looking for a hand.
Nope. Well, I suppose there are lots of hands and arms around with all the dead bodies.
It's like trying to find a severed arm in the Mere of Dead Men. That's a saying, right? Definitely. Anyway, that's a force for me.
Not in polite company. I got a 21.
Ooh, wow.
I got a natty 1, everybody.
Same here. That's a big
I got a natural 20.
Oh,
no 24.
Yeah. So you're, I don't know what it's like. That's what the kids do. Yeah. Rikiri, your excellent eyesight from up above is excellent. And you see this severed arm. It is decaying because it has been several days. Somebody is it's off to the side of the road. We'll say the road is kind of built up and there's a little slosh down, and it was probably a retaining wall to keep the bog or the mire out. And so on the opposite side of that, not into the bog itself, but on the opposite side, there's a roll down area. And there is an arm there. Siren, I have to say your name 12 times in my brain until I get it right. Siren, you also noticed this, probably having more details because you were actually ingesting the information correctly. And you stop everybody. The hand has it's severed here-ish, and it looks like a really clean cut from a distance. It's not chewed on or mangled. It doesn't look like any animals have been touching it, but it is rotting. So it does not smell very good, and it's there. You guys stop, check it out.
Yes, please. Can
All
I
right.
investigate the area around it?
Yes, you can. Roll an investigation check.
16.
16.
Can I also do an investigation from above?
Oh yeah, you may.
Cool. 19.
19, nice. Yes, so both of you, sorry, I'm going back to our 2026 where I had written some of this stuff because you never actually went and saw. We'll say that Siren, you don't notice super anything odd, but Rikiri, from the air, you can see that there are patches of thistle or grass or stuff that seem to be dying around this area, and it's almost like a crop circle, not a crop circle, but because there's no design, but if you had the only thing I can think of is a blood splatter that lands randomly, and then wherever that blood was, like grass is not growing. It's just dying and stuff. So you definitely see this like weird patches of dead grass that kind of cover a good, I don't know, like 80-foot radius, maybe a 60-foot radius.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go and I'll like swoop down and kind of land outside the patch, and I'll motion for the party to come over and check it out.
Yeah. It's definitely some kind of corrupted land of some kind, and it's just doesn't really want to grow. If you guys want to make a nature check, speaking of that, is anybody grabbing the arm or touching it or poking it?
No.
Okay.
Can I poke it with a stick?
Yeah, you
I
do so.
That.
All right. It pokes. It's just a weird hand. Yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
Do we want to do anything with it, or we just here? I mean, I don't know what the ultimate goal was.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yeah.
Cool.
There is conjuration magic like residue all over this area.
Okay.
Something teleported, or something was pulled away, or something like happened. Yeah.
I touch one wing to the ground and slowly look up and say, "Something terrible happened here."
Well, someone's arm was severed, so
No, beyond that. I mean, look at the ground around you. Something. This is not a simple dismembering.
is the arm decaying at all? You said it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It is. Yeah.
Well, no animals have touched it, so that must mean something. Shall we take it with us?
Why?
It does not appear to be strongly magical. I can sense the remains of magic on it, but it does not seem to me to be actively dangerous.
I put it in the bog.
In the bog?
You said there was a body of water, yes?
Yeah. Mirror of dead men. Yeah. Like
In
a
that.
weird swampy thing.
She motions over the swampy thing.
Just throw it in there.
What? Why?
So it's not just laying out here? You said it was bad juju.
I said it was not too bad.
All right.
Well, this discussion is going on about what we should do with the arm. I'm going to start ritual casting Unseen Servant while they're just arguing back and forth. And I'll just have, once it's done, if it finishes before any rash decisions are made about the arm, I'll have it walk over and pick the arm up and walk it over.
Yeah, you guys see the arm just like float up in the air. It's an unseen servant. Get it?
I did not detect this.
I will point out the arm is like grayish and stuff because of decay. It's humanoid, could be elf, could be human. But the sever, like where it's cut, is like really clean. Like a super fine blade. Like it wasn't like hacked off with a machete or something. So
does it definitely seem like it was a blade? Like it's not like cauterized at all, like a blast of something could be?
Yeah, it's not cauterized, so there's no no flame, no blistering or anything like that.
Lagwin, do you know of a blade that could make such fine a cut?
Do I know of such a blade? Would I know? Let me ask you. DM.
I mean, make a history check.
Natural 20.
What?
Well, yes, perhaps I do. That's a 23
goodness.
Total. So
wow. Yeah. So with a natural 20 with a 23 total, it doesn't look like you have your radiant sunblade, and even that would leave some kind of like radiant damage or something. The only thing you have read or heard like a long time ago of a rare wizard who was playing chicken with a portal, and he got halfway through and it shut and cut him right in half. And this looks very similar to that.
Oh, well, I will tell you all and I'll be like, well, I don't know of any blade that could do this, but this could be a magical mishap of some sort of portal or transportation where someone was leaving to go through it and didn't make it fully through, and this is a clean sever. So that could be possible. I don't know if that jives with the magic residue you saw around here, that could be what it was. Something was either coming or going, and some of it was left behind.
Most certainly, it is clearly a mark of conjuration magic. Perhaps somebody teleported in or out and left something behind.
Wonder if they were trying to get away. Well,
Or they may have been pulled.
right. Well, I'm thinking because if these pieces are to be found in a certain order, as we are finding they are pulling to one another, maybe this rod was the first one and it wasn't on this plane. Because otherwise people would have been looking for the others before today. Or yesterday. The day before.
It all starts to blur together.
Who can say?
Well, I don't. Do we think we should keep this? Do you believe there's someone we could take this to for some reason? It doesn't seem to be. It's not a strange alien arm. It's humanoid in nature. I don't know if there'll be something that can be discerned from it, or we can just throw it in the mirror.
I'm assuming there are no like identifying marks on the arm, like tattoos or painted nails or anything.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I mean, I have many contacts in Waterdeep. We could take it there, and I'm sure someone would know something if we could. Perhaps the magic of the portal is still on it, and we could figure out where it was going or where it was coming from.
It is as good a try as any. I'm not sure what it will yield, as the arm itself is, as we now know, is not magical. It was simply most likely a side effect of some magic gone wrong. But there's probably no harm in it besides the smell.
Yeah, it does smell really bad.
Oh, right. Well, Shifter.
Shifter has been in the background this entire time, sitting on Vincent, and just has a hand mirror, and is like, and they go, "What? Yes. What? That thing stank so badly. I just didn't want to be near it."
Oh yes. Well,
you're riding a fly.
I was going to say, darling, since you're the one with the least amount of caution to being seen, I was wondering if you could hang on to it.
You want me to hang on to the rotting hand?
Well, I mean, we'd wrap it, of course.
Have the fly carry it.
Will he eat it?
Oh, well, there's that. Yes, if you wrap it, I suppose I can carry it on my person. Fine.
Wonderful. Lagwin, do you have any spare bedding or...
Let me see. I have a bunch of random crap I bought with from the
Oh, it's a banana.
I don't. What's that, you ask? Oh,
I could use some potassium, darling. Do you mind?
No, not at all. If you really want, I'll pull out my banana sack and hand you a banana from inside it. I do have a blanket. I have a blanket, so we can wrap it in a blanket.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I don't want this blanket back now, but we can wrap the dead arm in it.
Is it a right or left hand?
Oh, good question.
It is a right hand.
Okay.
It was a left behind hand.
Is the hand calloused or smooth?
Smooth. Yeah, doesn't look like this is not like a working man's hand in the fields or something like that. Yeah. Good questions.
Well, I will wrap it up in the blanket, and then I will hand it over to you, Shifter.
Shifter sort of does the like.
And I press to digitate my hands clean.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll leave
Some
the
hand
banana
sanitizer.
peel behind
Yeah.
where the hand was.
Someone will trip on that.
A trade.
Yeah, it's a trade. Shall we continue then?
Let's.
Yes.
All right, you continue, and nothing else of interest seems to happen along the road. And you arrive at Waterdeep. Waterdeep is huge, also called the City of Splendors. It is just, I think, the largest city on the Sword Coast, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure.
Population 132,000 as of 1372 DR. So say my notes. And the spell plague did some stuff, and now they're just a really kicking city of Waterdeep. Who has been here before besides Siren? Probably Shifter.
Probably me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Rakiri would have been.
I mean, in the supply chain, kind of maybe picking up stuff from a failed business.
Okay.
When we're about to walk in, I'm gonna go to Siren and just be like, so I've been working on a few new looks. I wanted to try one out before we went in.
Wonderful.
How what do you think about this one? This is my newest creation. And I cast Alter Self and take my hood off, and I just look like Gina Carano.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
Did you see The Mandalorian?
Yes.
The
Shock
cool trooper. The cool trooper in The Mandalorian.
Oh.
Do you have her abs? Because
Ooh,
Yo,
yeah.
I would, because Alter Self is your whole body.
But we only see the face.
Wonderful. I love it, darling.
But you keep the regular Shifter voice that's all like wispy and mysterious. And
No, because Alter Self is transmutation. It's not.
I know,
illusion.
but I mean, Shifter would keep that kick-ass voice. So
No.
right? Am I? Okay, so you got the gates of Waterdeep.
Before we walk in,
they stamp some I don't know, like fantasy passports, and you guys go walking in. But they definitely see you, Siren, and it's just like stand at attention and let you come right in with your friends. And I researched Waterdeep to the best of my ability. I have not read Dragon Heist, so some of you who have played Dragon Heist will be like, "But Jordan, you're wrong," and we'll reiterate bad DM. But now that you're here, what exactly do you guys want to do in the City of Splendors?
I think Siren's just going to turn to everyone and, well, I must speak with my mother. She does not say that. She says, I must speak with my order. But you are welcome to take, you can come with me if you'd like. Or there's plenty to do in town. Just let me know.
what would you recommend?
I think we shouldn't wander away from each other.
Wait, we should or shouldn't?
Should not.
Oh.
I mean, you do as you like.
Well, I mean, again, I'll reiterate, now we're in one of the largest cities in the realm, and if people were looking to spend the recent gains we received, this would probably be the place to do it.
Indeed. I don't need anything.
Shopping episode. So that was my very like trying to beat around that bush, but Lex just called me out on it. So, and I'll also look to Mercurius. We may be able to find additional information on what you're looking for. Perhaps this is a lot of people come in and out of the city, so perhaps there's information to be gathered as well.
Yes, if you know anyone here who would deal in rare artifacts, then please lead me to them.
I can look and see if I can find someone who can tell us more about this hand.
Well, you do have it, so.
A cleric, maybe?
Perhaps you should come with me then.
All right. It's so nice to be in this city and not needing to kill someone. It's really very different experience.
I know what you mean. So meet back. I'll take you to a spot, and then we'll meet back there when you're done gallivanting.
That sounds reasonable.
Very well.
And the party is split.
Mm-hmm.
You get about I don't know, like 10 feet from each other, and you turn back, and Lagwin's like, "Remember me." But we'll start with Siren and Shifter. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I need to go speak to my higher ups.
All right. And you know where to go. You know the
Yep.
secret passages and walls and knocks and stuff to get there. Diagon
Yes,
Alley.
please. Yes.
Okay.
Shall we say that I am your hired bodyguard? I am a jacked person right now.
If you'd like to lie, I don't wish to lie to my mother.
Oh, but lying is half the fun. Fine.
Well, you're welcome to, but I am not going to save you if she gets upset.
It's like, all right.
So yes.
All right. Normally, unannounced, probably difficult to get an audience with whom you are trying to get an audience with, which I assume is the head of your order.
Yes.
Yes.
The head of my gang.
Of your gang. But is there subordinates that this person has? And you need to remind me of her name.
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. That's right. Okay. Do they have subordinates that I should know about that are always with Ghost, or?
Yeah, there's Gil. He's normally with her, like just by her side, but I'm sure there's people that I can go speak with and they can tell me where she is.
No, exactly that. I just wanted to point out if you would be alone with her, probably not, or if she would have people around her, kind of a thing.
She might have. She has Gil, and I mean, if her father's there, Kronk, but like, she's not adverse to being alone.
Okay.
With Siren.
And what does this place look like as you like walk into it?
So this could be probably above. For those of you who have played Waterdeep, you get a tavern. We called ours the Spirits and Spirits because there's a ghost that lives and works there. So there is a like house attached to the side of it, so she'd probably be there. Just a plain like office with lots of books, weapons on the wall behind her, and two very nice like armchair leather for people to sit in.
Yeah, and so she's at her desk writing something. Gil is nearby, perhaps taking notes on whatever she's doing and trying to assist with the busy work. And you knock on her door, and it's a come in, and you walk in, and she's like, "Oh, I was not this. What a pleasant surprise!
Hello.
Always a delight to see you."
This is. May I introduce to you?
Shifter, a business associate.
Oh, excellent. We like to expand our ties. So wonderful. I hope you're staying out of trouble, Siren.
Of course. I wanted to inform you about what was going on in Neverwinter.
Yes. What is going on in Neverwinter?
Apologies for the strange way of communicating, but I thought it'd be pertinent that you knew right away.
Good God, what is that smell?
Oh, yes. Sorry. We found it is part of the story. So she'll kind of go into like
she's holding like a handkerchief over her mouth, like
we should describe Ghost. She is a shifter. She's that shifter. And she's a white fur, little black nose, very pointy white ears with a little black on the tip, long white hair like her daughter, who's not biologically your daughter, but it's fine. But she'll go into, Siren will just go into like basically the beats of what happened while we were there, and then she'll explain yes, at the Cracked Cask, when I went back, there was a demon who had shifted into my contact, and he had killed everyone. I cleaned up the mess. There's no trace, of course. So we've been on this adventure to gather these parts of this fabled wand rod thing.
And the
So
rank you are smelling is this, and I take out the hand.
Gil just turns and throws up, and then Ghost is like, clean that up, get out of here. So, Ghost says, so you and your new business associates were able to dispatch this demon fairly easily, but he killed your contact and all of the other Zentarum in the area?
Yes, I was pretty upset by that because one would think that with our hiring system, they would be a little better.
Yes, I'm frankly shocked that he was able to kill so many. And
yes.
Are you sure it was just the one demon?
That was the one that was left. We again ran into the one before that, so I'm thinking that there is more than one. There, as I said, someone who was posing, or perhaps Anthrug was the one who was signing off on this paperwork to bring in summoning components.
What is the benefit to summoning something within Neverwinter?
Well, I don't know. And I don't know if it is for their benefit or not. I don't know if they're being controlled by these creatures, or maybe they're in service to this witch lady and its creature. And
money does move things.
That's true.
And now you're telling me that the same miasma stuff is happening in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. But it skipped over Waterdeep, and I'm not certain why.
And it's all related to this hand and these rod fragments that you found?
Yes.
How?
Well, we're thinking that this hand came through a portal. Well, what I'm thinking is the hand came through the portal to get it away. The portal closed on the arm. Therefore, the rod part was left here. This rod is very powerful. They want it to bring this witch back up to power. Power moves things, as you know.
Darling, we've been trying to assist Neverwinter with their governmental issues.
Yes.
Would you think that now is a good time to go forward with a plan?
Well, from what I could see while I was there, it would be very easy to infiltrate as far as management goes. I would have to, say, be cautious, for some members of the guard are not as dumb as they seem. But, I mean, for you and for those of your order, they would not have a hard time manipulating that situation and infiltrating in that way. I don't think a direct assault would be a good idea. But putting people in the right places.
She's like, when have we ever done a direct assault?
Of course. Putting people in the right places, I think, would be beneficial.
And that leaves Baldur's Gate also under some kind of curse.
Exactly.
Will the it's probably best that we send you in first and get a report of what's going on. If there is more demon activity, if there's more summoning magical parts into it, perhaps that was barred here in Waterdeep. And sorry, and perhaps that's why we haven't seen it here.
It's possible.
Maybe I should check with my local contacts.
Indeed. I think that our hold on this city and the fingers that we have and the places we have them will prevent that from happening. They seem to be weaseling their way in, getting pieces here, pieces there, but I don't think they could do that with us watching.
Well, if you go to Baldur's Gate and the Flaming Fists are compromised, being the security of the city,
of course,
do offer our services as a mercenary for hire, and perhaps we can expand our Waterdeep reach to those to the north and the south.
Of course. Perhaps if you write me up a letter for them.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have it within the day. I'll send it to wherever you're staying, the usual place.
Of course. This arm.
Mm-hmm.
We're wondering if there's any trace evidence of where it came from or where it was going, where the portal was on the other side. Do you know of anyone that could do such a thing?
Well, it with a severed arm, I mean, it's a body part. I would think we should find some kind of a cleric, but it sounds more like an arcane mystery. Are you looking for a top-notch wizard?
Of course. If that's
All
what you
right.
think.
And she kind of looks over at Gil, and he's like, I don't know what? And she's just, I'm just looking at you. Stop, go clean up the vomit. Perhaps Bartholomew will be able to help you. And she scribbles down like an address within Neverwinter, and says, you'll have to do more than just drop my name. He'll want payment.
Of course.
But if you drop my name and do the secret Zentarum handshake or something,
right.
will of course that price will come down, and perhaps he can do some magical investigation on it.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you. How's father?
Well, from what I hear.
Wonderful. Let's trying to think of anything else I need.
Do you need anything else?
I do. Mother dearest, if you have perhaps something that I could use to get in contact with you, I do miss you ever so much. Maybe like a sending stone or something like that.
Oh. And she takes back the paper that she wrote, and it was like, investigate the arm and give her a sending stone, and like sends it back. I'll have him mail me the other one, and we'll
Thank
we'll
you so much. And then she'll go over and do like cheek kisses.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thank you.
Your friend though, he is. Does he require anything? I mean, are you good?
Oh,
can we help you? And perhaps you can help us in the future. A favor. I don't know.
You've already given me everything I could need.
Excellent.
It's me. Everything.
It is. It's Siren. What a delight to work with. and the Cheetah Carano shifter just like leads over on Siren, like, my best friend.
Before we leave, there's something I need to look up. Because she's gonna look at Gil, and she's gonna look at you, Shifter. And Gil starts to cast a spell rather quickly. It's a instantaneous reaction spell.
Ooh.
And it is the Gift of Gab. When you cast the spell, you skillfully reshape the memories of listeners in your immediate area, so that each creature of your choice within a certain amount of distance from you forgets certain things that you said. And he's going to manipulate your thoughts to kind of not know all of the Zentarum's plans. I'm being a little like a little like story with this spell, but I want to use it if that's okay with you, Shifter. I will give you a saving throw if you wish.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like a saving throw.
Make a intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Did you attune to that ring of mind shielding by any chance?
Oh, I did.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So
smart move, attuning to.
There you go. So yeah, he will do this.
And make sure you actually wear it too.
Yeah.
He's kind of He's kind of he like does this, and what's your reaction to this? What do you want to do?
This shifter's just gonna like look over at him, see he's casting a spell, and he would be able to tell if his spell worked or not, I assume, because he's not an idiot. And Shifter is just gonna smile at him and just wave with the hand that has the ring on it.
Siren will say, I can speak for Shifter that he is worthy
they or
of,
she right now.
Sorry. She is worthy of our trust.
And the guy looks back really panicked because his spell failed, and he's kind of like, and she just sighs and she's like, Miss Shifter. May I call you Miss Shifter? Mrs. Shifter?
Please, I'm widowed.
Insight check. No. We the Zentarum don't need any we don't want any problems with Athkatla can remain where it is and can remain profitable, and perhaps we can even profit from one another. But I don't need specifically intervention from the south.
I would say that if you would like to infiltrate Neverwinter's hierarchy in some way, perhaps it should be a joint operation.
Well, if you'll continue to be with Siren, I understand she's getting a sending stone soon, and perhaps we can be in communication.
Excellent. I will relay that proposition to my employers, and we will see what happens.
Excellent. Well, business all around. Let's take shots. And she just pours some alcohol.
Shots with Mom.
Nice.
Yeah. And is anything? I mean, we'll go back to your wizard stuff in a minute, but we switch over to our good friends Rikiri and Lagwin. Shopping. What do you guys want to do?
So I guess what I'll say is, I mean, obviously shopping is great, and there's definitely always time for shopping. But based on my experience with Waterdeep, I know it's a massive city with a ton of shops and everything. Do I have any inclination of a place that might have? I know artifacts is a big word to use, but like rare and eccentric items in the city.
Yeah. Make I guess how well I mean, okay, so here's my thought process.
Sure.
You said you didn't really know Waterdeep that well, but you probably did businessy stuff within Waterdeep.
Yeah, that sounds
so do you want to roll a history or insight or something with advantage because of your connections and with your background?
I will do history. Yeah, let's go with that. That is 10, and that's another natural 20, so that's another 23.
Awesome.
Take that advantage all day.
You know specifically your old friend Alan Megorium, who runs Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. And he's got a lot of really cool stuff. He knows a whole bunch about wondrous emporiums, and you are kind of dead set going there, I think.
That's where we're going. I will tell Rikiri on the way. Yes, I know of just such a person who may have strange and wondrous things. There's a whole emporium that he owns that has
wondrous.
That. It's so wondrous.
Delightful. Thank you, Lagwin. This is why I chose you for this important mission.
Well, hopefully if he doesn't know, perhaps he can point us in the right direction. We are off.
And that sun is right there. Hang on.
Good old Alan Megorian and his Wonder Emporium.
I have to remind myself to do that. I'm sorry. There were clouds, and then the clouds part, and then the sun. It's awful. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to the Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Yes, we are.
You guys go to an odd-shaped building, like straight out of Harry Potter, like held with magic. There are little hot air balloons floating around. Every once in a while, one of them pops into like 17 little hot air balloons, and those just kind of float around, and then they merge back into a single one, and then they pop again, and it's all very wonderful. And you walk inside, and there's Dustin Hoffman and Natalie Portman, and they are there to help you. I've never actually seen this movie, but
Me either, so that's fine.
Who would have thought there would have been so many Dustin Hoffman
Hoffman twice
today.
in one episode.
Not like Dustin Hoofman. That is a different entire. That is a horse. This is Mr. Megorium, and Natalie Portman's behind the table. She's like, "Oh, how can I help you?" Yes. Oh, Lagwood. What are you doing?
Friends of yours, I presume.
Yes, we'll say that. I am here on my friend's here looking for something wondrous, and I thought, what better place to visit than the Wonder Emporium? That's
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Yes,
we
yes.
like it's on brand to say the whole thing.
Yes.
I'll fetch him, and she goes to the back. And you hear like a plate drop and like break. And he's just like, he's not here on business, is he? She's like, I don't know. He's with some bird and they're going to like ask for stuff. And he's like, that's an Aarakocra. That's terrible to call her a bird. They're different. And then he walks back out and he's just got a big smile on his face. He's like, Lagwin, hello. Yes. Hair all standing up looking Dustin Hoffman-y. Runs out. Gives you like a fake hug, like one of these like kind of backs up, and goes over to you, Rikiri, and shakes her hand. Yes, and who are you? Yes.
The name is Rikiri. Quite nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you. So nice. Welcome to my emporium. What can I do for you today? What artifact are you looking for?
Well, I have enlisted Lagwin here to help me find something quite dear to me. I seek a feather.
A feather? You have so many. That's a little emporium humor.
Quite, yes. It's hilarious. It is not just any feather, of course. It's a blessed feather.
A blessed feather. Of what kind of a creature? A quaddle or what made this feather?
You understand it's a bit of a sensitive subject.
Why? No, I just met you. Feathers are a sensitive subject with you? Is it because of your Aarakocra-ness? Or?
Then you will understand that is a bit of a sensitive subject.
Oh, okay. There's
perhaps I can talk more about what the feather does. You see, it is something like a key. It allows you to travel to the celestial plane.
Oh. And he like runs over to a book and starts like flipping through it and stuff. He's like, I mean, are you sure you wouldn't like a ring of invisibility? Look, I'm wearing it right now. And he holds up his hand and you can't see it. And he's like, it's invisible, get it? Or I've got some other, and he like starts running around for some other stuff. And he's like looking for things. He's like, but yeah, why would you need to go to the celestial plane? You're not dead yet. It's not for you. Oh, okay. Yes. So you're looking to get there through not traditional means, I assume.
Well, for some, they're traditional.
It's vague. I love it. All right. So a feather that allows you entry to. I mean, you understand that the feather alone won't do it. And he kind of like dusts off a book and shows you like a big thing. He's like, you're going to need like a structure. And it kind of, do you know what an orrery is? Like an old planetary alignment thing that usually is made of like brass or something. And like all the planets are there and you kind of move it around. I'll show you a picture later, but it's kind of like that. And he's got an orrery that shows the prime material plane in the center. And then there's all these like weird spinning brass rings around it. And he's like, you're going to need like an object like this, only on a much larger scale. And the feather can be the energy to point you towards the celestial plane, but you're going to need to fabricate some kind of large like device.
I assure you my patron has no need of such device. The feather will do.
All right. Okay. And how much are you willing to spend for said feather?
My patron is of means.
I am of money means. So how about you give me some, like just a number?
Do you have Jordan,
we haven't talked about that.
We haven't. So does Rikiri know of money. Like, I mean, I assume where you were raised and stuff, you really had no use
Yeah.
for it. So,
Right.
like, it's up to
I,
you.
I
I
assume Kiernor can like create money. I don't know.
I would say, well, no, I would say that he
okay.
can't. He's limited in he has vast magical powers, but to just conjure money, it would be more like he would pull it from somewhere else, and that would be unlawful. And why would he want to do something like that in a situation like this? So
They are a fallen angel.
that's true. That's true. But a fallen angel, although I would argue that he's still lawful, but that also is up to you because it is your patron. So I don't know.
Okay. I would say that they're probably not
Okay.
lawful.
You are lawful, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm not saying that we need to go that route with Kiernor rerouting all the money, but or maybe there's like,
I don't know.
You know, since they do have vast magical power, maybe they have some kind of like favor they can bestow, something like that.
Well, I'll just chime in as I see this happening, having been someone who's dealt in business before. Well, this is all a great conversation about means and money and whatnot. Do you have what she's asking before we go and throw out a number? It would be quite. I feel like a common courtesy would be to show the goods before one says, "Oh, I'll give you this much money," and then say, "Oh, well, it's more than that," or "That's perfect." Do you have what she's looking for?
Oh,
Sure,
heavens,
thank
no.
you,
No.
Okay,
no, I don't have that at all.
No.
But I do have contacts. I mean, this is the Mr. Megorium Wonder Emporium. I can send Miss Portman out and we can find all kinds of magical items for you. Basically, give me time. If the price is right, I can find this.
The price will assuredly be right.
You gather all of the wealth you can on your adventures. I will send out my contacts. When I have the item you're looking for, depending on how difficult it is, and if there are other sellers, mind you, the highest goes to the highest bidder. I will contact you, and we will discuss.
Very well.
Feather key to the celestial plane.
A blessed feather, yes.
Blessed feather.
I can even tell you what it looks like if that would help.
Oh yes, and like draw a picture, and he gives you parchment and stuff. Like,
it's a white feather.
That narrows it down by a handful of colors. Thank you. Yes.
It does have
One
something
thinks of a blessed feather as white, but who am I to judge?
It does have something of a sheen to it. You'll have to forgive me. The wings are not terribly dexterous, so I don't think I'll be able to draw it.
Okay,
but
yes.
When you behold it in the light, it does have something of a bluish sheen.
Okay. So white feather, shellacked, blue tint. Gotcha.
I wouldn't say shellacked. That's a little bit strong. Just a sort of radiant, heavenly sheen.
Okay. Very nice. Gotcha. All right.
Very nice.
So I will look for this. Is there anything you want today?
What would you have for a pair of adventurers?
Oh, so many things. And I don't know, like a jack-in-the-box that throws knives, but when the knives hit you, they explode in confetti. And he's got like mostly like a bunch of like useless trinkets and things like that. We can roll on Ted's trinket table, perhaps, if we want to.
I mean, for a second there, until they explode into confetti, I was like, oh my god, Siren would love this jack-in-the-box that throws knives.
Yeah, if they're all like useless trinkets.
yeah.
But it helps me. I mean, I could sit here and be like, what about this? No. What about this? No. What about this? It helps me if you guys are looking for something specifically, which you are with the feather, and that's awesome. He just doesn't have it right now. But
there's probably nothing specific that I'm looking for.
I'll just because I'm here, I'll ask what kind of scrolls he has, or if he has any.
Oh yes.
Spell scrolls.
Yeah. We have a variety of uncommon scrolls and a couple rare.
All right. I will. I mean, do you want me to tell you what spells I'm looking for, or or you want to generate them randomly?
I think there was a way to generate them randomly. And I want to say it's that book that I have way over there, but I don't really want to go get that book because I already left the stream once. So let's take a break and I'll roll on some random magic tables and we'll see what's going on. And then we will continue this wonderful adventure in Waterdeep and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right, folks.
We'll be back soon.
Yes, we will.
Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have Jordan's magnificent book of potion tables that we're going to roll on. What level of spell are you looking for? Asks Mr. Megorium.
Maximum. Well, let's start at 3rd because that'll be the most expensive.
3rd level. All right. 3rd level is going to. Yep. Okay. So roll a D100, Mr. Lagwin.
Okay. I was doing this a bunch last night. Let's.
And you can do this 3 times.
All right. Here we go. That's cocked. That is a 30. 30.
Okay.
An 83.
Okay.
And 17.
Ooh, okay. So Mr. Megorium comes back and he's like, well, I have a scroll of fly, where not turn into a fly, but rather like zip, and you're off and going.
Mm-hmm. We have fly stuff.
We have, Lagwin, you'll know all about this, a scroll of stinking cloud. Yes. And finally, daylight is our last scroll.
Ideally, I'm not going to the Underdark anymore, so that won't be an issue. And I'll just tell him, it'll be like, you know what? I think I'm good. Thank you for your time.
All right. Well,
Rikiri, did you have?
Yes. What?
Rikiri, did you have anything else you wanted to look for while we're here?
No, just the feather. Thank you so much.
Oh yes, and I will definitely be searching for that. So I'll be in touch. Don't worry.
Wonderful, thank you.
Oh, we did have a trinket come through though.
Oh,
for Rikiri.
For me, thank you.
Before you leave, young lady. Oh, you've just my heart. You're so wonderful, and your quest so noble. Here, and let me give you this.
All right, let's
go. It's from my family. My great grandmother had this for a very long time. She enchanted it herself.
Oh, boy.
Grandma Megorium. We called her Granny Morg. It was very kind of an awful name now that she's gone, but
in the morgue, perhaps.
Yeah, well, yes,
sorry,
that's
it's a little dark humor. But truly,
yes.
I am touched. Thank you so very much. Oh, I can't wait to see what it is.
Okay, I'm sorry. The table was loading.
Oh, you've wrapped it so
oh yes.
well.
Sorry. Do you need some scissors? Oh, the scissors are actually snakes. It's classic me.
All right. So how funny is this? It is a jar containing an aboleth mucus gland.
Wow.
If you breathe in the mucus, you're able to breathe through your skin underwater for 30 minutes. The gland refills mucus every 24 hours.
That is so cool. I hold up the jar.
Yeah, and I'm like, Granny enchanted it. I mean, she slayed the aboleth herself and milked. It's hard to milk a gland. It's got tiny nipples. Really? You just killed one. That's interesting.
Truly, I sense some celestial intervention here.
Small worlds. Yes.
And thank you, Gouda Gamer.
Yeah.
And
that's
cheese.
I've been working on hard away at these trinket tables. I think we've got about 40 now per class, and I've been adding in ones. I'll eventually publish them for Artificer and Blood Hunter because people want those. So.
Oh, so they're specific to every.
Yeah, I have one for each class, so that they're sort of they kind of make sense. Usually the warlock ones are
because every warlock wants to breathe underwater through their skin. Yeah.
I mean, Warlock, Great Old One, it's funky, right? It can't be specific to the character.
All right, whatever, yeah.
It's to the class. Whatever. Anyway.
I was going to really be upset if it was a celestial white feather.
No,
like,
I
oh,
didn't
God.
put that on there, so we can't have to deal with that. So, anyway,
back to the game. You guys leave Mr. Megorium's. Wander about the city, enjoying the finer things in life. Shifter and our good friend Siren. What are we doing?
What? I'm not your good friend?
No, you are Shifter
Oh.
and good friend Siren.
Darling, shall we wait for them here where we told them we would meet them, or shall we go to this
We were
wizard?
going to do something with you, weren't we?
What? We did a
What
thing.
was, but what was the last thing you did? I thought I had an idea.
You gave him
We have
a
to
note.
go see the wizard.
Oh, the wizard. Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to go see the wizard, or you want to meet back up with them first?
That's what I was asking, darling.
Oh, yes. Well, I didn't pay attention. I had to get this book that we didn't even use. I'm all upset.
Would you like me to roll for something else? I feel
No.
like you're really bummed about it.
We're over
We're
it
done.
now.
It's over. Scene's done.
Scene's over. Yeah, we've moved on. Shifter's like, well, I think we should wait here, but we should hide and then jump out and scare them.
Sure.
Shifter's like, oh, delightful.
Roll some stealth checks.
I'm gonna. Yeah. 25. Nope. 27.
Well, I'm not that good, but I'm still at a 23.
All right. Passive perception for our Lagwin. Yeah, nobody has a passive perception. So you guys kept walking up, and you don't see them, and it is the time to meet.
Oh, well, they're not here, I guess.
Were they delayed somewhere?
From
Who
my hiding
knows?
place, I'm going to cast
I
Minor
mean-
Illusion and create a version of myself that just comes crawling out. He's just like horribly like maimed and beaten. And they're just like,
Shifter!
you have to help. Oh, we didn't make it. Then they just like,
No!
like die as dramatically as possible.
I rush over to Shifter as if I'm about to spare the dying.
Yeah, if you go to touch them, it's just an illusion.
Yeah.
So your hands just go straight through them.
And then Siren jumps out at Rakiri as that happens. Ha!
Ah!
Oh, that was more fun than I thought it would be.
I-
Thank you, Shifter.
I am not amused. That was horribly cruel.
That
I
was
thought
horribly-
you were dead.
So Shifter just comes out and is like clapping.
I thought I was going to have to save your life.
Sorry,
Ah.
morbid sense of humor we have.
Childish.
How was
Wouldn't
your
you agree,
shopping?
Lagwin?
I would. We visited an acquaintance. He's as eccentric as ever, but does have a couple of spell scrolls, if that interests you at all. Nothing that I was particularly interested in myself, but
We
something
are
to
going to
consider.
see a wizard. If
Oh,
you care
well.
to come, that's where I thought you'd enjoy that.
I
Darling.
would. That
So?
sounds wonderful.
Shall
What,
we all?
what quarry do I have with the wizard?
They can tell
Uh,
us more about the hand, we believe, the arcane mishap that caused it to be severed.
Indeed.
Interesting. Yes, I'd be quite eager to learn more about that.
Well, then I shall take us to him. Away we go. Would
Mm.
anyone like ice cream as we go? There's a really cute cart that is down the road a little bit.
Don't trust you.
I mean, that is quite wise, Ricky.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lagwin.
No. Everything's fine.
You've just broken our
Shifter's like,
trust
it's probably
irreparably.
against his
Forever.
code to eat fun things anyway.
Who is
Now,
No,
Shift.
you know what?
Shift.
Anyway, let us go to. We're off to see the wizard. Let's go.
All right, you guys go through a field of poppies. You get very sleepy, and then some flying monkeys come
I'm
over.
immune to. Is it magic sleep? I'm immune.
Yeah. Well, the scarecrow's not.
Oh no!
Anyway, this is a weird night. I apologize. I'm trying to play a game of D&D.
This is what happens when we're in quarantine for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So they lead you through the city, up and under, through a bunch of the areas. You kind of find like a pretty shabby looking area, but this is where your mother told you to go. And you approach a door, and it just says, well, it doesn't say anything. It's just a door. Sorry, it doesn't talk. It's not a talking door.
I do shave and a haircut.
All right. You hear a small voice go, "Yeah, who is it?"
Hello, darling. I've been sent here by the Lady Ghost to gather information from you about an item that I'm carrying.
I was told no visitors. No, none. There's not here. I don't care who, if it's what, Lady Ghost, Lady who, that's who I say. And then you hear another voice in the background that's like, Lady Ghost, and he like rushes over, and the door opens ever so slightly, and you see a relatively young wizard. He might be using magic to dye his hair. You don't know. He's got a light mustache and a pointed goatee, and he goes and looks at you, and he's like, oh, hello. Siren, right?
Yes. Lovely to see you.
And what can the great Bartholomew do for you today? And then you see in his lower hand, he's got an imp that he has wrapped around the neck. And he's like keeping from speaking.
Well, may we come in?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, the streets. You might as well. Yes, we don't want to be out here talking. Come in. Inside is gorgeous. Like all kinds of libraries. There's books upon books. There are, and it's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Classic Doctor Who. You guys are escorted in. He's got an area for summoning things. There's like a little circle summoning area. He's got another area that's got like a big cauldron. There's like a living area and some further doors that go back. But yes, always a pleasure to help the beautiful Siren. What are we doing today?
These are my associates. Would you mind bringing forward the item there?
Yeah, so Shifter at this point is holding their nose. They just pull it out and they're like, it just gets riper as the day goes on.
It's quite warm today.
I don't mean to be rude, but you've brought me a dead man's hand.
Yes, well, the rest of him, I believe, is on the other side of a portal. Perhaps it was severed in the shutting of said portal. I was wondering if you could perhaps glean anything from this to see where the other side was.
Oh, magical
residue.
Yes, chopping. So, do you know this gentleman? And he starts kind of like looking at it like weird, just kind of like picking it up and like counting the digits and then recounting them back the other way.
No, sorry, I have no idea who this person was or even what they look like. So, but if you can get an idea from that, perhaps.
Well, is your goal simply to know for a fact that it was a portal that severed this arm, or are you looking to open a portal?
Oh, no. Well, knowing where it came from, or where it went, where the other side of the portal was, is the primary objective. Depending on that, opening a portal to said place may or may not be a good idea. We've been dealing with...
The knowledge would be a good start.
Yes.
No, well, I mean, yes, this arm definitely came through a portal, or not necessarily through a portal, but was severed by a portal. You can see by here, he does some like cool, fancy arm things that he tells you all about medical stuff. And he's like, but let's see what kind of magic we have here. And he's like, and he picks it up, right? And he goes to his summoning circle area, and he's going to put it in the center. But before he does, he turns to Lagwin, and he holds up the hand like this, and he just shakes it. Like he's just like, hey, I'm waving at you. Like anyway, so
We have props.
Wow.
And then he sets it down.
Can I just point out that during this whole thing, Shifter in the background does minor illusion of a closet and just has the closet go and bother the imp. The closet does the thing where it's like, I'm not touching you.
And he's like trying to like chase it around the room. Yeah. The imp is not happy. He sets the hand down, he walks back. He starts casting some spells. He actually needs the imp's help, and he snaps his fingers, and the imp's like, oh, immediately, and like runs over and grabs some bottles and stuff, and he's like pouring various herbs and things on it. And smoke starts to sizzle, and he turns back to Siren. He's like, you didn't need this arm, right? Because I think I'm going to destroy it by doing the spell.
No, that's fine. I didn't know him.
Oh, excellent.
I would
right.
love to not smell it anymore.
The hand catches fire. And it burns a black flame. And the smell that's coming off of this is about 10 times worse than it was when it was just a rotting hand. Just really, really awful. And as the flame burns, it spreads out across, and you see, everybody make an insight check.
That's another natural 20.
What?
Hey, this is a good game.
Yeah. Geez, mine too. I'm at 24.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay. All right, natural 1.
Every time I get a 20, you get a 1. It's working out.
Yep.
Siren and Rikiri, although this spectacle is entranced, and Shifter, you're still trying to bother that poor imp. You really see he has a look of worry on his face, like he's not in control anymore, and he doesn't really like. He's doing some more castings and trying to rein in whatever he has started, but it's not like he just looks worried.
I miss like the look of this, Siren. Should we put an end to it?
The flames get a little bigger, and they spill out and fill the full circle of the summoning pit. The flames go down, and you see this bubbling goo kind of filling the whole magic circle. It's the same looking goo as when you killed the 2 demons before. The demons melted down into this thing that kind of like fizzled away. But this time, you see a small hand, humanoid, green, climb up, and another hand, and then 2 more hands. So there's 4 hands total, and they pull themselves up, and 2 goblins come up out of this goo. And they kind of look at you, and they like are a little confused, and then they like reach, or not confused, but just kind of taken in their surroundings. And then they reach back down into the goo, and they pull out a goat, and they set him up here. And Bartholomew the wizard is just like, what? And so he quickly starts to do some magic to kind of counteract what's happening. The magic hits the goo stuff that he's trying to like cast on. It kind of like reverberates. And it's almost like him trying to understand what is, and I'm saying almost like because Shifter and Lagwin, you guys would probably understand as wizards what he's trying to do. And he's trying to either dispel magic or counterspell in a way, more magical arcana bullshit than that, but he's trying to understand what's happening and stop it. But there's a force at the other end of this that's reverberating back and hits him very, very hard. He's partially successful. The stuff shrinks down to about the size of a manhole cover, but it's still bubbling in the center. And these goblins turn to you, and they're just like, so which one of you guys has the rod?
I shoot one of them in the head.
Yeah, I activate the sunblade immediately.
And we roll initiative.
Oh no, we have to fight goblins.
They might be in disguise. I don't know.
Maybe the goat's in disguise.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Siren will say, leave one of them alive.
Siren.
10.
Boom, Lagwin.
17.
Shifter.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Rikiri.
14.
13?
14.
14. Thank you.
Mhm.
We're gonna start at the top of the round with one of our goblin friends. He is going to So you start firing a crossbow at him, correct, Siren?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is going to look at this lightsaber startup out of nowhere. And he's going to cast levitate on you. I need you to make a con save.
Okay. That is
Levitate.
a 22.
All right, you succeed and you stay on the ground, and he looks really upset by this. He's going to walk back behind the bubbling goo. So I guess I really was going to get a dry erase board so I could draw these so I could describe them better. But you're in a room that branches off into 3 rooms. I'm going to make it really complicated. So you have a 30-foot area, a 30-foot area north, and a 30-foot area to the east and west, and then the door you guys came out from.
Okay.
So it's fairly large, and currently you guys are in the north section in this 30-foot area where the magic circle is. So you can go back down into the sides if you wish.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
I think so.
Okay. Shifter, it is your turn.
I cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
And I back up a smidge.
Lagwin, it is your turn.
Well, I will do the thing. I will activate Blade Song as bonus action, and I will activate Haste as an action. And that is my turn.
All right. Rikiri.
So we can kind of back off to get away from the spreading goo.
So the goo has actually gone back in, and it's now like a manhole-sized cover.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like it's going out anywhere. It's like it's just kind of like his spell to close whatever he opened has partially worked.
Okay. What I think I'm going to do is, I don't know if I want to attack them yet because they haven't shown themselves to be hostile. So I might try to use my action to talk to them.
Okay, what do you want to say?
What rod do you speak of? I'm sure we don't have one.
The rod that they took, they killed Miska with. It broke into a bunch of pieces. That's the one we're looking for. I hear you have it.
I'm afraid you've heard wrong. No such rod here.
And he turns to the goat and he's like, "Does that check out?" And the goat's like, "Meh," like just kind of looks off into the north, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, maybe they don't have it." And the other guy's like looking at him like he's an idiot, and he's like, "They have the hand." And anyway, that is your turn. Unless you want to do anything else, you back up a little bit, I guess, or no?
I'll maybe like try to just like hover over the ground a little bit.
Okay. Next, it is our good friend, the enemy. This guy is going.
My good friend, the enemy.
This guy is going to cast suggestion on Lagwin. Lagwin,
yes.
Are you immune to charm?
I am advantage on charms.
All right, it is a charm effect, so it is a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty, here we go. That is not great. Oh, that's a 14.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I figured.
He tells you, well, I have to read this. You suggest a course of activity and magically influence the creature you see within you. Creatures, the suggestion must be worded in such a manner, asking the creature to stab itself, blah, blah, blah.
Has to seem reasonable to me.
Yeah, he says, throw your weapon, like, as far away from you as possibly can.
Okay. Well, it's on my turn anyway, so.
That's on your turn that you do that?
Yeah, I don't think I have a reaction to do that now.
On a failed save, it pursues the course of action described to the best of its ability. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a reaction, so I guess that's on your turn.
Yeah.
Does that just like forfeit your turn then? I've never used this spell before. Guys.
I do what he tells me to do until it's done. So if he tells me to throw my weapon away, I throw it away, and then the suggestion ends.
Okay, awesome. So you do that. Next is our goat boy. He is going to assess the situation. How many people? We have a flying or a hovering Rikiri. And I need a D4. And Siren, he looks at you.
Goat eyes are so weird. I can totally picture this.
They really are.
And he starts, actually he jumps over the goblins. And as he's in the air, his body, the seams of his skin rip. And he just kind of like bursts out of this like fleshy thing that he's inside. And this is a delightful creature. Can I click this? And yeah, and I'll put it in chat.
Oh, yay.
And you, one of our players actually following the Twitch stream, because I focus on the DMing, can send that picture. But he grows to a medium-sized creature that kind of looks like a goat, clearly a fiend, and he jumps down on top of you, and he's going to use his tail to try and attack you.
Okay.
So here he goes. 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. So that is, I never hit, guys. It's crazy.
Oh, no.
Did you post that?
I put it in Zoom chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I sent it to Lex privately.
Ooh,
yeah.
I was gonna say I'm loving it.
I lied. That is 10 piercing damage as his tail like whips back and stabs you with some piercing things. I should move this over here.
Cool. So I'm gonna have it.
Okay. And then I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. It's not a fire thing, is it?
This is not a fire thing.
How's a 3?
Oh, a 3 is perfect. Just choice. You have become poisoned. While poisoned in this way, you sprout festering boils. You cough up flies and shed rotting skin. You must repeat this saving throw every 24 hours. On a successful save, the disease ends. On a failed save, your hit point maximum is reduced by blah, 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 blah. If you die in this way, it's not good. So there you go.
Yeah.
So
you're poisoned.
I don't have it. I can't do anything until tomorrow to save out of this. Is that what I'm...
That's what it says,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
Up next. Oh, this is so exciting.
Wow.
Siren, it's your turn.
Did I
You're
take any
poisoned.
damage from that?
Yes, you took 10 damage, piercing.
Okay, just but no poison damage.
No poison damage,
Okay,
no.
cool. All right.
But now that you're starting his turn in front of him, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
I guess it's a 2.
2. You take 1 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, 1d6. It lied to me. 1 necrotic damage.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Cool. I would like him to make a save of some kind because I can. Where is it?
I would like him to make a save
Yes.
now.
Yes, I would like him to make a dexterity save, please.
Okay.
As my reaction.
That is a 19.
All right, that takes half as much. So he will take. I was gonna make that a percentage. He takes 5 damage.
5? Okay.
Total, yeah. With as I hellishly rebuke him.
Awesome.
Just fuck that guy. Fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
That probably doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he's resistant.
Yeah. All right, so I am going to kick up at him with my boot blade.
Okay.
And that's a natural 20. So thanks, dice.
And I'm assuming you're close to somebody. I don't know. Are you?
I don't know.
I haven't moved.
Yeah, everyone.
I know, but were you all spread out, or were you together? Were you next to Akiri, or?
Well, like Sarah and I were kind of talking about the ritual, so maybe we were close to each other.
Okay.
I'll give you a sneak attack if you want it.
Thank you. Well, no, I'm okay. 20 damage.
Ooh, wow.
On the boot blade. And then I'm going to fire my crossbow in his face.
Okay.
With my crossbow expertise, which would be at disadvantage. Yes. Oh, it'd still be at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're poisoned.
Yeah, you're poisoned.
Okay, that's.
Even though when you rolled a natural 20, did you roll
true.
disadvantage?
I didn't.
That's fine. We'll just keep going. Don't worry.
That's a dirty 20 and higher than that.
Sweet.
So my crossbow is a D6. So that is 9 damage on the crossbow.
Oh wow, nice.
Oh wait. He would take 2 more damage because I didn't add my strength to my other one. My dex to the dagger.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And am I prone right now?
No.
Okay. Then I will. That was my action, my bonus action. So yeah, that's it.
Your reaction. You have a movement left, basically.
Yeah, but I don't want to move out if I'm right next to this duder because he can reaction me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
I'm gonna say, kill this one first. As these things are, my skin is festering.
Fantastic. Our goblin friend is going to run up to. I'm assuming. No, we're gonna say Shifter. And you are going to. Yeah, you're going to get bit. He's going to jump up and the same thing happens. His skin like rips apart and he turns into this large fiend. He's very big. And he kind of looks like a cross between a bat and a human. He's just this weird, large, awful looking, terrible thing.
If he's attacking me, roll 1d20.
Okay. 11.
He hits.
Oh, sorry, 11 plus. Do I do his plus to hit?
No, this is for a mirror image.
Okay.
He hits a dupe.
He hits a dupe. Okay. So how does this work? Do I roll another d20 to attack that, or does it automatically
now
hit?
you're attacking the dupe, which has an AC of 13.
All right, 25.
He hits. The dupe is duped.
He's very angry that this happened.
But yeah, one of my duplicates is destroyed as he bites down, and he seems to bite down on me, and then I just like disappear in a poof of smoke, and I'm like, actually, I'm right here.
Hey,
3 other versions of me.
Yeah. Shifter, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm going to cast Mind Spike on the guy that just attacked my dupe.
Oh wow, okay.
At 3rd level. So Mind Spike. No, that's mirror image. Mind Spike. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He does an 8.
That's a failure. He takes 4d8 psychic damage.
Oh wow. Dun, 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 dun,
23 psychic damage.
Oh goodness.
And the Shifter's gonna be like, no, kill this one first.
Are you moving?
Should I? Yes, I'm gonna try and move away. He can attack me again. Roll 1d20 to see if he hits a dupe.
Okay. That is a 10.
He hits a dupe.
All right, and I roll an attack. That is a 21.
That hits. The dupe is destroyed. Now I have 1 duplicate left.
All right. You move back 30 feet, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, Lagwin.
All right.
A thing.
Yeah, so let me ask you, how does that, is that my Is that an
I
action?
think it's your action to do that, yeah. And then you would snap out of it and have movement and a bonus action, basically.
Well, I would also let me posit you a question. Would I use my hasted action to throw that? Because I do have that. No, all right.
I'm sorry. I think
That's
you would
fair.
not monopolize your time effectively for combat.
I mean,
I think you would be
guess.
like, oh, I don't know. That's what I would say.
Fair enough. So, and I just have to throw it as far away.
Yeah. How far can you throw?
I have a strength of 8, so probably not too far.
Okay. Make but it's a ranged attack and it's a light weapon.
Yeah. Well, it's not light actually. It's.
You can't throw it?
I can't. No, it's not a thrown weapon. We had this discussion because I had said
that's right.
I wanted to do dual wielding, and you said no, that's not the case. So it's not optimized for throwing, even though it weighs literally nothing. But so you tell me how far you think I could throw it.
I want you to make a athletics check, and then I will figure it out in my brain how far it went.
Okay, that is 13 minus 1, so a 12.
A 12. Okay, we'll say it probably went, I don't know, 25 feet away, like well within you being able to grab it again. But the light went out, like as you throw it.
Sure. I don't have anybody on me right now. Right? It didn't sound like that. All right, so I have like 80 feet of movement, so I'm gonna run over and get it.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn it back on. And then I'm gonna move over to the one who made me throw it in the first place, and use my hasted action to swing at him.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fun.
That's
that was the one
20.
that attacked Shifter. So
okay, well, Shifter, I'm over here to help you with my natural 20 on my attack roll here. So here we go. That is gonna be 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
And that's it.
Okay. Rakiri, these people look hostile. What do you want to do?
They certainly do. It looks like Siren's in trouble, so I want to attack the one nearest to her. So I'm going to cast 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So the first beam is a 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. The second one is a 13, which will also miss.
Will also miss, yeah.
It wouldn't be a game if Rakiri didn't miss both of her Eldritch Blasts. So they like fly out of her feathers at just like weird angles and just like fly into the wall. She's, I'm sorry, Siren, I'll try again.
Siren, this guy's gonna bite you.
Okay.
Sorry. That is a 19.
That hits.
Okay. Oh no. Well, I already rolled it. No, so I feel bad. I got confused. The goat is on Siren, and that's who you were attacking, correct, Rakiri?
Yeah.
So you rolled a 15 and a 13?
Yeah.
So the 15 does hit. I was looking at the wrong monster. So if you want to roll a d10, you can.
Okay. I think I will.
Or no, just a d10. Yeah, that's
just 1d10. So it's going to be 4 force damage.
All right.
And I do have that trinket that I got, I think in the very first session, the Ring of Illusion, which says whenever I hit with Eldritch Blast, I can also cast Prestidigitation.
Do it.
Can you clean up some of these boils, please?
Oh, right. No, that would actually be something helpful. What I was going to do is try to cast the scent of hay around the goat.
Nice. I like it.
To see if that will distract.
Excellent.
Trinkets are the best.
Not him, but the other ones do have keen smell. So I just wanted to point that out. That's funny.
Okay. Right,
so Rakiri does that, and then it is this guy's turn. Because I already rolled it, I'm going to roll it. So that hits you. So this other guy rushes up to see that you're, fighting his goat. He's really upset that his goat might die. He hits you for a bite attack that does 18 piercing damage.
Yeah.
All right.
That uncanny
Feels
dodge,
bad.
though.
And that is his turn. Up next
I'm in danger.
is our goat boy. Goat boy is going to jump very high because he can at Rikiri. And Rikiri, you are... Nope, I'm on the wrong weapon. There we go. Kiri, you are getting attacked with a tail. A
Ooh.
barbed tail for a 22.
Oh, yeah.
That is 9 piercing damage.
Oh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a big old 4.
All right, you are poisoned.
Cool.
And boils spear appear on your body. You start coughing up flies and you shed rotting skin and or feathers. You must repeat this every 24 hours. It's not good.
Amazing.
Siren, make a death saving throw.
What?
Aren't you dead?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought you were down. I thought
I
you
said
said you
I'm
were
in
down.
danger.
Oh, okay.
Like what?
That was
Is it my
Then
turn?
I would have had that guy attack you, but I didn't know that. So anyway, you get a well. Yeah, go ahead, Siren. Attack. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
That took a turn.
Yeah, I want to attempt to do something.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to do this. I'm assuming I'm going to have to try and grapple this goblin who's next to me. Is he a goblin or is he?
No, they're all weird, grotesque, large fiends now. So.
Okay. Let me just read this real quick. Does it look like this creature might be, could possibly be attracted to someone who looks like me?
I know what you're thinking.
Oh boy.
So
I am a fiend.
Yeah.
I'm fiend light.
So are you talking about the goat or the goblin? The goblin.
The goblin.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a picture and you tell me.
Mm.
Is it a demon? Is it a demon?
Yes.
The whole demon devil thing might be.
Well, it's a fiend, and I think it's a demon. So
Well, we know the goat is a demon.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a demon because we've been dealing with demons for everyone.
Oh, why didn't that work?
So
well, we
not
dealt with some
prob-
Yugoloths earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sort of different.
They're in the neutral spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a link. It's more like a dog thing.
Oh yeah, nah,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I am going to shoot this thing with my crossbow, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna use my action or my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Because I'm really close to a lot of things. I'm not about that life. And then so I'm gonna move across the room, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm gonna get down on my knees as I do with my sniper crossbow. And I'm gonna shoot it with my. I'm gonna shoot the one that was attacking. No, I'm gonna shoot the goat
or the
I'm gonna
goblin
shoot the goat.
creature? Okay, the goat.
Yeah. With my sniper at disadvantage because I'm poisoned. How's a 18 to hit?
18 hits the goat.
Okay, and he is engaged with my friend.
Yes.
So sneak attack. Oh damn. 19. 21 damage.
Whew.
Ooh,
Dead.
all right.
Yeah, you sniper it right through the neck or the head or whatever. Well, how do you kill it? What does it look like?
So she props down, propping the sniper up on her knee, takes aim, and as it's going down to attack Rikiri, there's a crossbow bolt that goes straight through its neck, killing it.
Did you roll at disadvantage?
I did.
Poisoned. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, great. Even better.
I think we can all agree that the scent of hay played a big part.
Good distraction, Rikiri.
Well done indeed.
Action, bonus
Shifter.
action movement.
Yeah. I think you did it. So Shifter, you are getting attacked again. This guy is going to cast.
I want to ask a question then.
Go ahead.
I moved away from them, and then
you
Ted
did.
moved up to them. So if they
That's
want to
true.
come over to me to attack me, they provoke from Ted.
Thank you. So Ted, you're getting attacked.
Fair.
Yay! That was the other. It all works out for me.
You're getting bit.
All right.
No, you're not. That's 12.
Sorry.
All right, Shifter, your turn.
Okay. Shifter sees that one of the creatures went down, and just gives the thumbs up to Siren. Gives the thumbs up that it's like, oh no, you look awful. I'm sorry. and then is gonna cast a 3rd level Mind Spike again at. Ooh, I think the the one that's in front of Lagwin.
Okay, I think that's not. There's one in front of Rikiri and there's one in front of Lagwin. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the other used to be a goblin thing.
Yeah, they both used to be goblins at this point.
Yeah, but give me that wisdom saving throw.
9.
Failure. All
right.
12 psychic damage.
Lagwin.
All right. Well, there's one in front of me
now.
So I am going to attack it with the attack action here. Here we go. That is going to be a 14.
No, 14 will miss.
Right, then I will attack with my hasted action, which is a 24.
Yes, that will hit.
Then it will take 16 points of radiant damage.
Oh, goodness. He's not happy. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, Rikiri, you have a dead goat thing in front of you that seems to be bubbling and fizzling away.
Do I know if the poison that we've been exposed to, is that like magical, or is it like a curse?
Probably not something you know immediately. Like, you're poisoned. But you're not sure. Medicine? Like, we would have to do medicine checks when you have more time not in combat, I think.
Okay. Then, so the goat's dead. Which one is Lagwin engaged with?
The weaker one that has taken more hits is up there. And then there's another one that I will admit I've lost track of. So I'm going to roll randomly and see who he attacks.
Okay.
Who are you attacking?
Oh, I thought you said that you were going to roll for him to do something.
Oh no, he's around, but he's not engaged with anyone. So there's one engaged with Lagwin, and then there's another one that's I don't know, I forget where he is. I apologize.
He's around.
Somewhere.
Really bad.
Okay, no worries. So I'll Eldritch Blast the one that's engaged with Lagwin then.
Okay.
The other one is not really a factor. So first bolt is an 18 to hit.
That
second bolt's a 10. So
10
one of them will hit.
misses.
Okay. It's going to be 8 force damage.
All right.
And I'll use the Ring of Illusion again and get that prestidigitation going.
Yeah.
So I know they're smell sensitive, so I'll conjure like the very strong smell of like rotting meat.
Okay. I like it. It is now his brother's turn, and he's very he smells that meat. He's gonna run up to his other beast friend and say, who speaks Abyssal? All right, he says something in Abyssal. His other fiend friend looks at him and nods. They touch hands, and he casts Dimension Door.
No.
Nope.
A little portal kind of opens up around them, and whoop, and they're gone.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I cast Mind Spike on one of them, and they failed their save.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if they left this plane of existence, then this doesn't matter. But if they didn't, I know exactly where they are right now.
Okay. You do. You know exactly where they are. They are 300 feet away within the city of Waterdeep. We'll say like northwest.
Shifter turns and says, I know where they are. Should we pursue?
Absolutely.
Yes.
This way. I'm just gonna run after him on my turn.
How long does that Mind Spike thing last?
Its concentration, I believe it is up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
If I can get
Excellent.
line of sight on them, I can shoot them.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Nice. The portal in front of you bubbles, and a large black squid-like tentacle comes out from the opening.
Oh.
And at this point, you see Bartholomew kind of like shake awake, and he's just like, what's happening?
Close it now.
And he's like freaking out. Siren, it is your turn.
You guys handle this. Come with me. Show me where they are. I don't know. Is anyone gonna stop Siren from doing this?
From leaving to go get them?
Yeah.
No, I'm going with you.
Yeah. Someone needs to close this portal. Can you help him?
Rikiri.
I'll stay with Bartholomew, sure.
Okay, if things get too dicey, run.
Fly.
Great
God.
advice.
I'm gonna go with Shifter, and again, if I get line of sight on them, I'm going to shoot them.
All right. So on Shifter's turn,
400.
he can leave, but you're running out of the room. So we'll say you dash out.
Yep.
Okay. And you try to find them. You know vaguely where they are, but Shifter will be right behind you.
Okay.
It is their turn. They're going to run. Now it is Shifter's turn. What are you doing, Shifter?
Shifter is going to move outside. How many feet to move outside, out of curiosity?
So it was 30 and then another 30. So 30 feet to get outside from where you were.
Cool. I get outside. I take out the ebony fly and grow it. And then I'd be like, we're not gonna lose them if we're on this.
Can we both get on it?
We should be able to. It's as big as like a large horse. You can fit 2 people on it.
Yeah. Snipe it down from the sky.
Yeah, and we're getting on Vincent, and we're going after these fools.
How far can Vincent go?
I need to check, but I'm pretty sure it's faster than me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is too.
I think it's 60, but yeah, let me.
So now that you've summoned I literally wrote Vincent. That's not what I was looking for. Now that you've summoned Vincent, I think when you summon him and get on him as an action, well, yeah,
you use an action to speak the command word and throw the figurine to a point on the ground.
I think it's half your movement to mount something.
Okay.
I think that's right.
We can mount it on the next turn then.
So you have to do it on your next turn.
Cool.
But it's there.
Do I have? I can't see them from where we are, right?
No, they're 300 feet away. There's buildings in the way and things like that.
I will say I am holding my action until I see them, and I will shoot them with my sniper crossbow.
Okay.
And for future reference, giant flies do have a fly speed of 60 feet, and they are large.
All right. Lagwin, this tentacle is going to slap you in the face.
Okay. Sure. That sounds fun.
Natural 2.
Well, it doesn't do that.
Lagwin, it's your turn.
And I look to Rikiri and I'll be like, I promise I will be right back. And I will run outside.
Lagwin!
I will run outside and I will run 240 feet towards their 300 feet. Because I'm hasted and I have double actions. So I'm like halfway there already.
Yeah. So within 60 feet, you can see them. They're running through the streets of Waterdeep. People are like freaking out. One of them turned back into a goblin, and he's riding the other one like he looks like a weird mutated bear or something, but they're like he's riding the top of him. But you can see him because you're 60 feet away.
Okay.
That's funny. Rikiri, there's a tentacle and Bartholomew here. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I rush over to Bartholomew and put my wings on his shoulder and say, "You need to close it now. What are you waiting for?"
And he goes, I need help. It's too powerful. Will you assist me?
Fine. Yes, tell me what to do.
All right. And he whispers some incantations into your ear, and they resonate with you. So I need you to make an Arcana check with advantage.
Cool. So I am poisoned.
Yes. What does poison do for magic stuff?
I think it's only attacks. I think
It
I thought
is,
it was
yeah.
only attacks too. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's exhaustion that does the checks.
Okay. It's a 16.
I'm just looking up poison really quick because I want to know if this would hurt. Boy, it's harder than you think to find like the poison condition. I don't know why.
Well, on D&D Beyond, it's never been easier.
Yeah, that's a lie. Because
I can send it to you right now
A
because on my
poisoned
sheet,
creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
And ability check.
and that's an ability check. Yeah. So you would have disadvantage.
Okay, so the lower number I rolled was a 7, so it would be a 13.
13 is not going to do it.
Yeah.
You see it kind of like try to close, and then the tentacle whips around and sees you and gets really upset. Our demon continues, or no, he has no reason to look behind it, so it's going to continue to run. And they're oh my gosh, they have a speed of 60 feet. So they're going to go 120 feet down the streets of Waterdeep. Meanwhile, people are like freaking out left and right. Siren, what are you doing?
I mount the thing.
You get on the fly.
Shifter, what are you doing?
I'm holding my action to fire when I see the creature.
All right.
So yeah, half my movement to get on Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
I like pull on one of the weird like hairs that he has, and I'll yeah. It's so gross. And then Vincent leaps into the air because flies don't actually fly; they just jump and like glide. It's interesting. Anyway, and then Vincent leaps into the air and goes 60 feet into the air.
All right.
Do we? And then I guess
does he get an action? So he
does get an action to dash. Yeah.
Yeah. So
another 60
he uses
feet.
an action, so he lands on a building and then leaps again.
Okay. Yeah.
And if that puts us within line of sight,
they were 300 plus 120. You guys are now 120.
You mean 420
okay.
away, bro?
We're here all week. Try the veal. So there's 300 feet in between you. Can you shoot at 300 feet?
I can shoot up to 400 feet.
There you go. Take a shot. You want to shoot the guy that's running, the beast, or the goblin on top?
The beast, please.
Okay.
So hopefully I can take it down. Maybe we'll see. I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Nice, not bad.
Yes, that hits.
All right. No one's near it though. But
Nope.
I am hidden from it because it doesn't.
You are. Yep, you are hidden because it's not perceiving you. So yeah.
Yes. So that is 17 damage.
Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, you definitely get its attention, and it like stops, and they start looking around like what's happening as a crossbow bolt just like hits it in the side.
You just see this weird black speck in the distance.
And that's weird because that was Shifter's turn, but that was your reaction because you held your turn.
Yes.
So now it is Lagwin's turn.
All right, so let's see, they were 300.
I literally looked up chase rules because I'm like, how do you do this? Like, I've never had this before. So
there's a great video on Nerd Immersion's channel all about chase.
I never watched that shit.
That's fair. That's fair. I will. So they are if my math is correct, still 180 feet away from me.
Okay. I'm going to trust you.
I will close the distance 160 feet.
Okay.
And then, so that should put me, all right, I'm
20 feet away.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like, let's see. All right. So where they're at, like what's around them? Are they still in like the major crowded city, or what's going on? Like, or if I were to do a thing and not hurt the other
yeah. So they're in a city, but people have gotten out of the way because they're just like, what is this creature? You might have some city guards that are chasing you, but they're pretty far away. So if you want to cast something, you might do some damage to the buildings, but you're not going to hurt any people.
All right, then I would like to use since we discussed it, one of my Blade Singer abilities. That's actually from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, but I'm going to put my hand out like this in front of them, and then I'm going to go like this, and I would like them both to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, so badass. So badass. Okay. First Constitution. Well, the other guy's riding the one, so I'm assuming you only
It's a 30-foot cone, so no, this is...
Bring both of them?
Yeah.
All right. And that is a 22 for the big guy that he's riding, and for the little goblin on top, that is a 7.
Okay, so he's going to fail. But they're both going to take damage. So that's 10, 15, 21 points of force damage to the guy who failed.
Half of that for the other one?
Half for the other one. And the guy who...
you said?
Yeah, and the guy who failed, I pull him 15 feet towards me.
Mm-hmm.
And...
This is so cinematic and badass.
He was riding the
I just pull him right off the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, so
he flips off the top and like hovers, and then you like fly him towards you. Yeah.
So he is now within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And then also any unsecured objects that are within the cone are also pulled to me. All right. So anything in the street that's not tied down is just yanked towards me.
And I feel like that's like barrels and maybe a food cart of oranges and stuff like that. And that's actually the 10 damage that hits the first one, because he's like, what? And he just like slams into a bunch of carts and barrels and stuff. Has somebody been peeing in this? This is disgusting.
And that's my turn.
That is your turn. No special action turn or anything?
That was my action to cast a spell. And the other one was to dash to get to the...
Rikiri, there's a tentacle in front of you. It's going to attack you.
Okay.
Natural 1.
No, not
so it waves. It's like, oh, hi. Were you the one that tried to close the portal? And now it is your turn.
Feeling around.
Yeah, like what? I can't see. Am I in a room? Are these books? Sorry, Rikiri. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I turn to Bartholomew and say, we need to try again. I'm sorry.
Sure. Go ahead and roll with advantage, which you're 6, so roll just a regular roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so last time I took the disadvantage roll.
Should, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. He's
okay.
helping you. I forgot about that.
17.
17 does it, yes. So describe to me, how do you close this portal? What happens to the tentacle?
Yeah, so like I take his hand in my wing, and we're both just kind of standing over the portal, like physically trying to like press it closed, and like as we kind of like spatially bear down on it, it starts to close and the tentacle retreats back inside.
Yeah, so it feels that tension and just swoop, and then zoop, and there's like a little puff of smoke, and it's all back to normal. There's nothing there. Bartholomew looks shaken, but he's very thankful for you, and he's like, I don't think we should be messing with that. This is dark magic. You need to stay away from all of this. And he asks you to leave. He's like, just don't come back.
Tell me everything you know about it. What could cause this?
Well, and then we cut back to our guy that halts sees that his other little goblin friend is just not doing too hot. And you have the what is he gonna do?
I would love to find out.
Okay, so I have so many options and I don't know what to do. I think, okay, what's cooler? All right, he's gonna charge you and attack.
Okay. This is the guy that didn't get pulled. He's charging.
And he's angry, and so he's gonna run right up to you and try to bite you, and that is a 21.
That is my armor class, but I will shield. And then
all right, so you shield. Siren, you are on top of a thing. You can take another shot if you want to. Do you want to go for the goblin or the bigger guy? And I keep seeing goblin, but they're the same creature. One's just polymorphed.
Right. I'm at disadvantage anyway, so I won't wait until we get closer. I will shoot the one that is that is in the wolf form again.
Okay.
Creature form. Jesus.
No, Jordan, but thank you.
Hey, I rolled a nat 20 and an 18. So
all right. That hits, but I forgot that when you have disadvantage, you don't get sneak attack. So you don't get sneak attack this time.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's if you have an ally or advantage and you don't have this. It's worded weird, but it's
okay. Q. Then I will. That is +2. So that is 11 damage on that.
The beast guy, right? Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bigger one. That's you said
the
you were
wolfy
going after.
one.
Yeah.
You don't need advantage on attack rolls. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. You are correct. It's in the subtext.
Yep. And then the little goblin guy is in front of you. He's not too happy. He sees that you're like super shielded. And so he has one more suggestion. And so he's going to cast suggestion on you.
Yeah, that's a fair move. I don't fault him for that. Well, that's a natural 20, so that's 20.
All right, so you're fine. He's going to run.
Oh, provoking an attack. Oh, no, I don't have a reaction. I shielded.
Don't?
I shielded.
All right. He runs 60 feet.
Okay.
Shifter.
I continue to pilot my fly 120 feet. Yeah.
You get 120 feet. You're closer. Yeah.
I'm still too far to cast any of my spells. My longest range spell is 120 feet. So yeah, the fly just leaps from this rooftop to another rooftop to another rooftop.
It looks badass though. Like it's really cool.
Real.
Does
gross.
it though?
Yeah, it might look horrifying and disgusting.
Real cool.
I mean, the DM said it.
Shifter's like, this looks cool, right? And then everyone else is like,
hold it more steady.
It's weird. There, you look down, and on the streets there is what appears to be like a homeless dwarf, and he's got a bottle in a brown bag, and he looks up at you really confused, and then he just gives you like a thumbs up, like he's like, badass, that's cool. Lagwin, it is your turn.
All right, so there is still one guy.
There's a guy in front of you, engaged with you,
ran.
and then the other guy ran 30 feet.
Okay, so the guy that's in front of me, I will attack with my sun blade for a not great of 15.
15 will miss.
Ah, damn it. All right, then I will attack him again with my hasted action, which will be goddamn another natural 20.
What?
It's like 8 natural 20s this game.
That is almost. That's 11. Wow. That is 19 points of radiant damage.
Whew. All right. Rakiri, you are still in the room with Bartholomew. He finishes telling you that that he wants you to leave. This is dark magic. I actually forgot what you asked him.
Well, I asked him to tell me about what just
Great
happened.
DM.
I was in the moment. What happened? And he's like, the magic that I used to ask like where the hand had been to investigate it, like there was something that pulled me into what I believe it was the abyss. And it like what little, like, think of it like this. I was trying to touch some fabric, but then a hand came up from the fabric and grabbed my hand and pulled me down into the dress or something to the, I'm bad at analogies, but do you understand? And he's very panicked.
I do understand it too. It sounds terrifying. I'm sorry that happened. Have you ever encountered anything like this before? Do you know what could be causing it?
Oh, I assume the demons that came out, it must be related to them, but no, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm definitely going to have to investigate this, but where did you get that hand?
The side of the road.
You just pick up hands from the side of the road?
Well, we had reason to
like
believe
that.
this one may be special. It was surrounded by this strange circle of burnt grass.
That was
like
probably the same here. And he looks down, and there is like a charred kind of where the
scorch
residue
mark.
was. Yeah, you're muted, LB. You probably had something really cool to say. Do you want to do anything else on your turn, Rikiri?
I'm so sorry for what you've been through. Do you think there's any chance you could heal me and take care of this little poisoning issue? You see, my feathers are molting. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, yes. He runs over. Let me see. How can we get rid of your poisoning? Yeah, I think it's a disease. So I think a lesser restoration would work.
Okay.
But he walks over to a potion or a wall, and he like grabs a potion, and he's like, "Quick, drink this."
Down the hatch.
All right, and as an action, you drink it, and you your boils recede. You stop coughing up flies. You feel a lot better. No longer poisoned. You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Yes.
Is the hand still intact, or has it?
No,
been
the hand
up?
got burned up, and it's completely
Okay.
gone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry this did not go quite as planned, but we really appreciate your help. It's actually more helpful than you could know. And I'll leave you in peace.
Okay. And he, bye. Like, kind of scoots you out.
I'm sorry again. I'm sure the floor will buff out.
Yeah, I mean, I have an imp for that. Don't worry.
So when I get outside, I'll take flight and see if I can like catch sight of Vincent or see where these jokers got off to.
Yeah, if you go straight up, you probably can see Vincent in the distance, and so you know the direction to go.
Yeah, so
I'm sure all the city folk are talking about
Yeah,
it.
they're like, "What's happening over there?" The guy that's engaged with you, Mr. Lagwin, is your shield still up?
It is, well, no, not now, because
Not now, but you have a new reaction, so you could use it again.
I could use it again. Yes.
Son of a bitch. All right. Natural 20. Here we go. Oh, that's a 6. Okay. Siren, what do you want to do?
Siren is going to shoot the one that's running away.
Okay. Disadvantage.
14.
14 will miss.
Wait.
Waiting.
14, yes, 14.
14 will miss. All right.
Okay.
Now
I'll use my bonus action to tell Lagwin, or not Lagwin, tell Shifter, hit him under the chest, hit him right in the sternum. I'll use the help action as my bonus action.
Oh, for Shifter? Okay.
For Shifter, yeah.
All right.
In case he does something.
So the goblin that has been magically mind spiked is going to cast the spell Pass Without a Trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet has a +10 bonus to stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay.
Oh, this is magical. Fuck.
I was gonna say, I don't know if this is gonna help.
I was so excited. I thought that was gonna work. All right. God damn it.
April Fools.
April Fools.
You were reading it with such conviction, and
I was like, I read it earlier, and I'm just like, and Lex is gonna be so pissed off, and now
the whole time you're reading the spell, I'm just thinking to myself, I know that won't work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. He's gonna dimension door straight up to Siren on top of the fly.
Oh,
this like very heavy goblin appears on top of you. The fly starts to drop. Siren, you're getting attacked for a 21.
That hits.
16 piercing damage as he bites into you.
I'm gonna go ahead and half that.
Okay.
Siren lets out a very girly squeak as this happens because she was not expecting it.
Shifter, there's a large creature on top of your fly. It is descending at an incredible rate. How high up in the air are you?
I think I have to just use my action, making sure we don't crash. I assume, right? That makes
I don't know.
sense.
How
You
high
could
up in the
shove
air
it
are you?
off.
I mean, we were like at second floor of a building like height, I assume, right?
Okay.
So it's a ways to the ground. So yeah, I think that
Let's see. Falling, you fall. How fast is falling? I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I guess you guys would just like at this point you would probably be hitting the ground, taking
Yeah.
some damage.
I think it's
So
like
if I can-
500 feet immediately, something
Oh,
ridiculous
is
it?
like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I'm
so
glad
if I
you're
can
here.
use my turn to try and mitigate to try like the crash,
All
I'll
right.
do that.
Okay.
Hit a barrel of hay.
There we go. Just
Yeah.
steer it into a barrel of hay or another fruit cart.
Fruit
Cabbage
cart. Okay.
cart.
Do you have proficiency with this creature?
I mean, not really.
Or okay.
Like
Vehicles.
I don't have
Vehicles?
vehicles. No.
All right. So what kind of a check do you think this would be? Do you want to use magic to steer him, or do you want to use dexterity? Or
I think dexterity probably makes more sense,
Okay.
right?
do it.
So I'm gonna make straight dexterity. I didn't roll well.
Ah.
That's a 5.
5. Okay, that's not good. We're gonna say you have fallen since you're second story up, probably on top of the buildings, a little higher maybe.
Yeah.
You're gonna take or you're going down 50 feet. So crashing into the ground, you're gonna take 10. 18 damage, but I'm gonna say that I gotta look up your fly. What's your fly?
He's a giant fly. He has 19 hit points.
All right. I will say the fly. I said 18?
You did.
Yeah. So the fly has 1 hit point, and you all take half that from like recussion. So you all take 9 damage.
You doing, Siren?
The D&D Beyond overlay says not so good.
This is exciting though. I love it.
Yeah.
And Shifter, that is your turn. Do you want to do anything else?
Oh, I mean,
I guess you still have movement. You're on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't
Roll
I'll
off.
Just be like, yeah. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
were
be
you
like,
concentrating? Do you need to take some?
Ooh, I do need to make a Constitution saving throw. Wowee.
Do you still have your duplicates?
Yes, but they're not concentration. Yeah, I made that's a 12, so I made the con
Awesome.
save. So I did not lose mind spike. And yeah, I mean, I think he's just gonna be like, or they're gonna be like, oh, it's okay, Vincent, and Vincent's gonna shrink back down into a little thing. They'll be like, it's all right.
All right, Lagwin, you got a guy in front of you.
All
There's
right.
a fly that crashed behind you. Big explosion. You're just
Yeah.
walking in front of it, looking like a badass.
Yeah, I'm gonna hasted action swing at this guy in front of me here for another goddamn natural 20.
What? Dice are broken. New dice. New dice.
I know. How did he? Come on.
Why would I change at this point? That's 14 points of radiant damage.
Oh, awesome. And he is destroyed. What does it look like?
Oh, this guy, this is the he looks like a goblin?
No, this is
No,
the
this is the
big
wolf.
beast guy. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, because I still have my full action after this, what I'm gonna do is just like, I've been fighting with this thing, I see this fly crash behind me. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of like spin it around, like spin the sunblade, sorry, and like kind of decapitate this thing, and then turn and look at it. And since we talked about using reskinning catapult, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna throw the sunblade
Oh, fantastic.
at the other guy, and he needs to
All
make a
right.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let me get rid of all these d6s.
And at the second level, we'll do this.
That is a 21 he rolled.
So he's gonna take half damage.
Not on catapult.
Oh no, it's catapult. No, it's stop. That's right. You're right. It's yeah, you're right.
All right. So you go to the side of a building and it goes choo, 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 and like slices into that building. You see a little bit of it like, and it almost wants to fall, second story building, but hasn't yet.
I will catch it, I guess, and then I'll walk over. I'll run over.
Yeah, it'll come back. And
I'll run over.
I think we said bonus action. It comes back to you, right?
Well, yeah. Then I'll do that, and then I'll run over with 80 feet of movement to get, or 40 feet of movement. No, 80 feet of movement to get over there.
All right. Rikiri, you're up in the air. I don't think you can get to them. Is there anything you want to do where you're at? You're muted.
You're muted.
So I'm flying, so I can go 50 feet.
And if you use your action, you can go 100. So
yeah,
but that's still pretty far away. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's all I'm doing. I'm beating my little wings as fast as I can.
Siren, there's a guy like on top of you. You just fell from a very high height with a guy on top. Yeah, it's spooky. What's going on?
Ow. How bad is this guy looking?
Pretty bad.
Oh, because he took falling damage too, didn't he?
Oh, he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He looks real bad.
I can't just punch him. Can I use non-lethal damage if I use a crossbow?
Not with ranged attacks. I think it has to be melee attacks. Yeah.
Use your boot. Damn.
Okay, I'll use my boot.
You want to do non-lethal damage?
I do. We have
Does that work on demons? Can you knock out a demon?
You're the DM. Can I knock out a demon? I'm gonna try.
Okay, try
it. 14 again.
14 misses.
All right, then I'm gonna shoot him in the face. No. No, am I within melee with him?
Yeah.
Yes, I am, because I did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the help action again to let Shifter know that demons have a soft spot right under the chin. Strike him right there. Don't kill him. And that's it.
All right. Yeah, he is like, you're telling us your secrets, and he's gonna bite you. Siren for a 24.
Ooh.
That is 10 damage.
I should have just killed him. Siren
10
goes
piercing
down.
damage.
Well, yeah, Siren goes down no matter what.
I'm coming, a siren.
You look really far away.
Shifter, your friend just went down.
Oh no! I don't have any healing potions. I don't think. Probably not. Yeah. I'll take out my dagger. And then flip it over in my hand so it's like the pommel up, and then just go to smack the thing right under the jaw.
Okay. You have advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that should hit. That's like a 21, I think.
Yep. 21 hits.
Okay. I deal 5 points of subdual damage.
Awesome. You hit that sweet spot right under his chin, and that is enough to lower his hit points to 0. So we say you knock him out. He goes to like fight you. He walks a couple of feet and then just falls down. And as he falls, he shrinks back into a goblin. Choo, choo, choo. And you have a small little goblin there that is knocked out.
Cool. That's
that is your turn.
Yeah.
Lagwin, can you do anything to help our poor friend Siren?
I have 2 healing potions, so yes, I can.
All right.
I will come over and I'm actually there, so
yeah,
very quickly, like healing potion of healing for 6 points of healing.
I cough up some flies.
Yes, you
in
are
your
still
face.
very, very sick. And that is a super fun place to end. We will pick up next week with another exciting game adventure of Rod of Seven Parts. This was really cool. I love it when games don't go however I was planning it. So that was very fun. You guys are very creative players, and good job not letting them get away, because I was anticipating that dimension door. They were just going to go. But now you have an interesting fiend to question and find out what might be happening in the abyss. Before we go, Brenna, you're awesome, and your hair is super cute today.
It really is.
Who are you playing, or not who are you playing, but who are you, and where can we find you, and what do you do?
I'm Brenna. You can mostly find me over on Twitter at Brenna Noonan. One cool thing I'm working on now is a new streaming and like live play platform for tabletop RPGs called Roll. So I'd love it if you guys could check that out on Twitter at Roll App or at playroll.com.
Nice.
That's ROLE.
ROLE, yeah, because you okay, that's excellent. Lex, tell us about Dank Dungeons.
Oof, I'm Lex. I make or I have made an actual play fantasy comedy show on YouTube called Dank Dungeons. You can find links to that and more by going and finding me on Patreon, or I'm sorry, on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. While you're there, check out my Patreon. Because I'm quarantined, I'm working on new stuff that will go up there because I got time.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, and so you, for your Patreon, I want to point out, you make things for the DMs Guild, and then it like gets tested with your patrons and stuff. Or am I incorrect about
Sometimes
that?
I do that. Mostly though, because with DMs Guild, you can't post that stuff to Patreon because there are rules. But with Drive Through RPG stuff, you can. So I've been working on BX variant rules, so like OSR style stuff. And some generative tables for different things. I don't want to give it away, but it's interesting.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, definitely check out Lex and Dank Dungeons. LB, hack 'em up. Tell us all about yourself.
Oh my gosh, hi, I'm LB Hack 'em Up. You can find me tomorrow night on LB Hack 'em Up on Twitter playing some games with my girlfriend Lauren. She wants to play a horror game, so I'm really bad at horror. It's gonna be great. Either that or we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which she knows nothing about, so I'm super excited. Oh my gosh.
That sounds so fun.
I know. And then you check my Twitter. I'm gonna update my pinned tweet because things have changed, but come see my Twitter and see where I'm at all the time. Every day this week.
I don't play a lot of horror games, but was that like a creepy horror game that was really popular?
I wouldn't really call it. I don't know.
I wouldn't call it popular, Jordan.
Are relationships terrifying?
Yeah, that's more what
that
would be more what Catherine's about.
And speaking of terrifying relationships, hi, I'm Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and I run a YouTube channel called Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and it's all about Dungeons and Dragons lore, specifically Eberron, Forgotten Realms, and the Planescape, and I'm doing a lot of cool stuff there. You should check out my YouTube channel where I make videos about this game, both in lore aspects, and then every Sunday I do the prep for our Wednesday game, where we talk about what happened in the game. This is literally what I do. What happened in the game, and what problems did Jordan create for himself in the last session, and how do we fix those problems so we can get the players back on track? It's a lot of fun, and it's just kind of casual hanging out.
We can all agree that in this session there were no.
Oh yeah, by the book, this session was great. So it'll be a really exciting episode this Sunday. Saturdays, I do a podcast called the Saturday Morning D&D Show live on YouTube and Twitch, where we talk about all things Dungeons and Dragons and RPGs in general. And but I'm at Jordan with a PH in the middle on all of the social medias, and you can find me there. Ted, take us out. What's going on?
Well, two things. We had some last-minute trinket donations, or they happened during combat, and it didn't make sense to say them.
Oh, okay.
One came to me, and I want to tell you because it's really funny. I got a walking sofa.
I love this game.
So a walking sofa, we'll figure out next week, I guess. But Siren,
maybe it followed you out of the wizard's manor. Like, don't leave me. I don't want to go with these crazy abyssal.
That is, I mean, I'm gonna use it.
That's funny.
And Siren got one too, and let me find where they were. Oh, it's a pair of boots, but the sole on the boots are reversed, so the tracks that you make appear to be going in the opposite direction you're walking.
Ooh,
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
So, yes. So, I'm Ted. This is my my Twitch channel, Nerd Immersion. I also run a YouTube channel where I do all sorts of things, talking about top 10 videos and advice videos and fixing things that I think are broken in 5e, which may be somehow getting fixed if today's tweets from people weren't April Fool's jokes about how they're putting out errata for Xanathar's guide.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting. AKA, sorry, Rangers, you had one good spell and we're taking that away too. So, anyway, we're here every Wednesday, so at 8:30 Eastern time. So you should come and check us out. We play games for your guys' enjoyment, and we're great. We're just the best. Players are great. The DM is great. What more could you ask for? When everybody shows up and it's like, damn, we should have done that. We had a whole week. But hey, quarantine life, right? Yeah. We're going to raid my friends, the Venture Maidens, right now. So I'm going to set that up because we're all going to jump over there. And we will see you all next week.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Good night,
everyone.
Internet.